Hello chickens, how are we all doing today? I hope that you're well and excited just to take a little time out for yourself and follow along with a little tutorial that I'm going to share with you today. Now today I am going to be putting it in the front here because we don't have anything on our front page, so I thought I'd do something just to make this the first thing you see when you open this signature. Alright, so it's a tea stain page. I'm going to remove it. We did fold it here on this side. What was it? 3 inches in. And then I've just folded it over. I think that is another 3 inches. So there's a 3-inch fold there and a 3-inch fold there. All right, now it doesn't matter which size you're using paper wise, because if you're using a US letter it's relevant to what you're doing, or if you're doing an A4 it's all the same. So just do that. This is not the side that we will be putting anything on, so I'm just going to put that clip there so that reminds me that it's this side, right? And I'm going to be working on this side of the paper, so I'm going to just put that there and move my signature over. Now, besides your tea stain page, I will be using this page today. So it's a single sheet of paper, and we haven't used this one yet. I'm going to fold it and use it in a totally different way to what you're seeing it here, so don't get it right. It's just me folding it up. So let's get going. The other things you need are, I've got one of my little sentiments here by Emily Dickinson, which is lovely. I've got a piece of flat lace which comes from my lace bundles for the Secret Garden. There we go. I've got some of my pink gingham paper that's part of the background kits, and the green lace, which is also part of the background kits for the Secret Garden. All right, so I have just folded this in half. So you want some scraps of paper. I've got 3 die cuts, so a little bit of greenery, one that's actually a cream color and one that's like a bit of a peachy pink. Don't worry about the butterfly because it's the one I've actually cut out from here. You'll see that. And then you've got a little bit of lace and a flower. So that's what we've got. As far as ephemera goes, let's just put that back there. I've got a large tag, which I'm going to use. And then I've got these 2 pieces, which I'm going to put inside the pocket. All right, so that's what you need. I'm going to use a stencil, and that's what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to just put this to the side for a minute. Grab this piece of paper. I think I'll have to open it up. And at the top here, I just want to take my lace stencil. It's a Finnabar one, my favorite, and some Victorian velvet. So I'm going to do that. And my little makeup brush, which has never been a makeup brush. I find as I get older, I use less and less makeup now. You know, where before I used to work and I found like I used to have to look the part, so you put a bit more makeup on and eyeshadows and everything. Not anymore. I'm lucky if I put some lipstick on. That's me really zhuzhing it up for the day. It's amazing how those things change, isn't it? Right, now here's my fold line, so I'm just mindful of that. I'm going to line it up with the lines here on my board, just so that I know that I'm not going to go over it. Not that it matters, because I probably will cover the other side, but I'm just doing a bit in the sort of around the edges. That's all you need really. Okay, so we're done with that. Right, so I've just got a little bit here and there, and it looks quite nice with the tea stained background, if you can see. Yeah, so there we go. Right, now I can put that to the side for a minute. Lots of putting to the side today. Get this sheet of paper back. All right, now you want your bone folder, and what we want to do is we're going to fold this twice. So the first thing you want to do is fold it lengthwise in half. So turn it over and turn it up. Meet those corners, which is easier to do if your head's a little bit more over. I use my nails just to feel I've got it where I need it. Right, put my hand on there and then give that a good burnish with your bone folder. Right, I think that's it's pretty much there, almost. All right, I'm a little bit off. And if it's a little bit off, you just move it where you want it. Yeah. Hold it firmly and then just re-go with the bone folder. Yeah. Right, now what I want you to do is I want you to measure 5 inches from the left. So this side, okay, 5 inches down. So for me, love this board. I know I say that a lot, but I really do. So that's there. And that should just go straight across. There's no need for me to really need to do that, but I'm looking for the little pencil mark, and we're going to just fold along there like that. Once I've lined this up perfectly, this edge, which is a bit easier to do, right, I can just run my fingers across there like that. Okay, so let's go back again. We want to do that one, our original one, and now we've got this one 5 inches down. Okay, so that you've got this sort of a thing. Right, just use your bone folder. Keep using it till you get it how you want it. So those should lie, all should lie, you know, on top of each other nicely there. Yeah, that looks about it, and then give that a good burnish. There we go. Right, so you've got something that looks like that now, and you've got like something that looks like this and this. Now I know this looks a bit upside down, but don't stress about that. We're going to put some other bits on here, but the first thing I want to do is a bit of a tricky one, but once I've got it here, you'll see what I am doing. Now I want my smaller ruler. Get a ruler and a pencil. Love a pencil. About 1.5 centimeters down, so about here, and I am just eyeballing it, and about just at the edge of that butterfly. That's the other point. Yeah, like that, and then just at the edge of the butterfly, that would be a good point. I'm going to run my using my pencil, and I'm mindful of the mark I've made there, so I'm just going to run that down until I get to this edge of the flower sticking out. So just to the bottom of that flower there, yeah, just past the butterfly, and then about 1.5 centimeters down, I'm going to line those up like that. So yeah, I'm just eyeballing it really. So I'm just matching that up there. Right, now if you've gone a little bit over the line, that's okay, because it's pencil and you can just rub it out. There we go. Now, what I'm going to suggest you do is take your little fussy cut scissors and fussy cut. I'm not going to do it on camera because it took me about 5 minutes and you'll be bored, but you want to fussy cut around the edges like that. All right, now the way I did it first of all was I did take my knife, but you don't have to do this. All right, I did take my craft knife. You can just use your scissors and put a hole in there with your fussy cut scissors. I did start off by just going along the edge like that with my knife, and this edge here. So the straight edges, I did use my knife. All right, let's move that out the way. And now I do have an opening here. Where's those little, just to get you started, and also to ensure that those lines are now straight. All right, you've got that there. Now you're able to go with your scissors. I did sort of come down and go round there like that. Let me just give you a little bit of an indication of what I mean. So then I just went and I did that, and then if it was too hard to bend the scissors, I'd cut it there, and then I'd go like that. All right, cut all around these ones. I'll show you my one now, and then keep this bit here. I didn't want to ruin that, so gosh, I nearly chopped it there. Keep that and fussy cut that out, which is what I've done over there. All right, so cut all around from this line all around there. Okay, that's what you want to do. So I have done that, so I'm just going to put that to the side so I can show you. That is what I've done. Okay, I've cut along there and around, and then I've just inked it. Okay, so that's what I meant. So you can see it's up to the flower, and there we go. All right, now what I want to do is, excuse the brightness of the paper, which I printed on twice. This is where the little green piece of lace is going to come into play. All right, that I want to stick on the other side here. Now it could be any scrap that you have. It doesn't have to be that color, but I didn't obviously want this underneath, so I'm going to just make sure that I do have it, yeah, in the right spot, and I'm going to stick that down first of all. Yeah, sometimes I don't know what I was thinking when I was printing this, that I put the same piece of paper through twice. Can you believe it? Right, so we'll get that there and just get that stuck down. So that's going to just cover the background now like that. All right. This is a good time to get my Fabri-Tac glue. What I want to do now is I want to take my little piece of flat lace and I want to stick it over that green bit there like that. So I'm going to go around the corners here, the edges, sorry, just like this, so that it's going to catch it where it needs to, rather than stick it onto the other side. But at the same time I want to get this lot stuck down too. So yeah, it'll do both. Now the good thing about this glue is it gives you a few secs just to get your brain in gear. if you'd like to say it like that. Right, now I'm going to just take the flat lace. I'm going to just make sure that I get it spread out over this area like this, and then I can put some more glue wherever I don't have glue, which was there. And then I'm going to just put a little bit more glue, just so this is going to stick down onto the other side of the page. Okay, so let's just take that now and fold it. Make sure you match those corners here and here like that. And then very gently just get that stuck down like that. So I'm going to just use my fine tip here just to get some glue there. There we go. And I just like the effect of that lace, just something a bit different, rather than putting a little window in. And now you can just go like this. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the base. Well, I don't need to do the base, that's going to be on the back, it needs to be this side. You want to just go around and ink that as well. Okay. Now at the same time, before I go and do the stitching, I'm going to take my glue and stick this side down. All right. I'm just getting the glue all over. Now this is just to stick these two together. I'm going to have a little stitch around it, so I'm not going close to the edges, but if you are not stitching, then just make sure you go to the edges here. Again, I want to just get these edges. Okay. Right, that's all good, and we can just run our whole thing there. While that is drying, I want to just turn that round. Now you've got your lace at the top there, and I want to just turn that over, and I'm going to do two things here. One is I've got my little pocket. Now the pocket is as wide as this piece here, as your paper is, and I'm going to just use my glue stick to stick those two together. Now I just like it double strength in thickness, so you know, so it lasts in case anything goes wrong there. I'm going to just get that stuck down. Yeah. And I am going to put on some lace. So I've got this lovely lace, which I adore. Now, I just want to see before I stick it down. I want it to peek out, so I want it to be lower than the top. So be mindful of where that closes. So I want it there. Okay, so that gives me an idea. And then I'm going to just get some lace, some glue, sorry, on there like that. And then we can just, I'm going to see, yeah. So just get that at the top there, and because this is checked, I can see how straight I am going or not. And just move that accordingly. Right, and I think I'll trim it completely once I've stitched it. So just going to go now where I haven't managed to put some glue and just stick that down. There we go. So that's our pocket, which we are going to put on here. All right. So that's where I need to do that. Press this down. It's coming together. All right. So, oh, and here's my little Emily Dickinson quote. I'm going to stick that on the inside. And then it's just a little bit of decorating, which is my favorite part. Right, I'm going to stick it over this bit for the most part, and then the flowers are just sort of popping over. I'm not going to put anything on it. I'm trying to keep it flat, so that's good, like that. Now you can round the corners if you want. I'm not going to. I'm quite happy with that. Right, I'm just going to go and stitch around there and stitch around here, and I will see you shortly. All right, so there you can see I've just stitched around there, and then I did stitch around there, and I've just flattened the stitching with my bone folder by running that over there just to keep it flat. Okay, and I've just trimmed off the excess lace there. All right, so it's all good to go. Now what we want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of decoration on the front here, not much. So that's where my little die cuts come into play. So I'm going to stick these on quickly. Right, so first this one, I'm going to run this up the side. Oh, I'm happy to say that I have sent out all the parcels. Unless you've ordered one today. So I'm up to date with that, so thank goodness. That was hard graft, guys. I need a holiday. Right, so there we go. I got the little one here. I'm going to just put it slightly over and trim that off the bottom. Yeah, and Abby's just been having a lovely snooze. She's curled up on the sofa with my daughter and living the life of Riley. I definitely want to come back as my dog, because honestly that dog has the best life. Although she hasn't had a walk today, poor sausage. Yeah, and I managed to sort the garden out before it rained, which is always a plus, isn't it? So yeah, all good. I'm looking forward to the weekend and hopefully have a little bit of a break this evening, because Outlander's on tonight and it comes on a Friday here, so I always get really excited. It's my treat just to sit down and relax just for an hour while Outlander is on. I do love it. I don't know why. I think they're diverting from the book though, because I didn't recall some of the things happening that have, which which is nice. You get an alternative idea, don't you? So always good. Yeah, we haven't got long to go with this journal either. I've got a couple more things, so we will be starting our new journal very soon, by next week I would imagine. Well, in a week's time, let's say, not by Monday. I've got to do the cover and a few things here first. Right, so I've got that all done, and then, oh, what happened to my butterfly? Oh, there he is. He fell over the edge. Oh gosh, I did have it there. Am I going crazy? Keep you for another day. I'm going to stick the butterfly just over there. So I didn't want to not put it on. And so there it goes, just over there. And then we're good to go, and it can go into our journal. How lovely is that? Right, so we've got our little bits of ephemera. We've got that there. Now this is the page. I can take that off now. I'm going to stick this on over here, and of course I've got a tag to go in the back, which I'm putting behind. So I like to just sort of line it up more or less even like that. Yeah, so again, take your pencil and just mark where you want it to go, and there we go. So we can take that out. I'm going to go with the Fabri-Tac here because it's the one that's flowing well today. Yeah. Now that's not what I wanted to do, is it? Right, so we're going to put the Fabri-Tac on, and not like me that just had to wipe off the top because I went straight across the top there. You just want to get it on these three sides. There we go. Yeah, I had to just rub off the top there, but that's all right. Right, and now go for those lines there, there, and there we go. Let's take that out the way, open that up, and just run your finger. God, I've got glue everywhere. So now we can take our two bits of ephemera, we can put that in there, and I'm going to put this little lady in here as well, nice and flat. And then we're going to take our lovely tag with ribbon, and we're going to put that in the top over there like that, and that's going to fold towards the back. And really happy with how that's turned out. So that's really pretty, isn't it? And that will go into our journal. So it's going to all work really, really well. So let's grab the journal and open it up like that. So this page has this bit that's going to go to the back. This goes into the front like that, and works really well with those pages over here. All right, everyone, that's our little project for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really love this little built-in flip up with a pocket. Take good care of yourselves. Go and have a go at this, and I'll see you all again on Sunday with another little project. Stay well now, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.